Angel Reese doing Angel Reese kind of things online during interviews. I mean, I think we now know why it is that maybe the coach isn't allowing these players to do a lot of post-game press conferences, etc., etc.
Angel Reese might want to take a long vacation because what happened recently on live TV wasn't just awkward, it was a career-defining humiliation of epic proportions, and the dagger it didn't come from a rival player or coach. Nope, it came from someone sitting right in her own house, a Chicago Sky reporter who served Angel a reality check so cold it caused frostbite.
You can see it clear as day. It's written on her face. She's disgusted that she's not getting the credit that she deserves. She talked about sold-out arenas. What arenas are selling out that Caitlin Clark isn't playing in? I need to know. I need to know.
So what happened exactly that has Angel Reese spiraling out of control like a burnt firecracker? Let's rewind a bit. You remember the talk, right? The bold claims where Angel Reese declared that people don't just tune in to watch Caitlin Clark, that she too is the reason folks are watching women's basketball.
People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. You know, I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
And fast forward to now, we've got a scene that belongs in a Hall of Fame for awkward sports interviews during a routine media day moment, a Chicago Sky reporter decided to ask the obvious. The mix hot cameras are rolling, and they bring up Angel's statement about how people watch the game for her as well. And when the question hit, Angel froze.
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question.
Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you.
Her mouth was left open, her brain was buffering, and that smile she always flashes at the cameras, it was gone, replaced by stunned silence that echoed louder than any buzzer beater. She looked like someone just asked her to solve quantum physics using finger paints. Angel looked flabbergasted by a simple question.
Okay, so next question. Now, keep in mind, whoever asked this, and there's people clowning the person that asked this, it was her statement going during the basketball season from last year, and the person's asking for her current feelings on said statement, her own statement. She pulled a next question. She ducked that.
That's right, the reporter didn't even go full-blown attack mode. They just brought receipts. Do you still believe people are watching women's basketball for you? Simple question. And the moment it landed, Angel had no idea what to do. There was no witty comeback, no sassy head tilt, no signature I'm her shrug. She just moved on to the next question. Are you kidding me?
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question.
Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you.
Let's be real, this wasn't just an uncomfortable moment. This was a full-blown public undressing on her own team's turf with her own media personnel, and suddenly the woman who had never met a microphone she didn't like couldn't find a single word to say. It was an utter disaster. An audience was laughing like the Chappelle Show just reared on live TV.
So we see here where he got cut off, and it's interesting because you can see her countenance change right here as she's about to take the question. There's a smile on her face. At some point, that smile is going to go away. Let's see.
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because...
And she acknowledges, if you notice that when he refers to last year, you said, you made a powerful statement, she kind of blinks and it's a slight nod, but she does nod. All right, she went from the smile, she's smiling, then she's going to go to the acknowledgement of what he said, the slight nod, but then...
The irony here is richer than Baskin-Robbins because, let's be honest, for a full year, Angel Reese has been pushing the narrative that she's just as important, just as relevant, and just as box office as Caitlin Clark. She had been saying it in interviews, podcasts, and everything in between. And now, when she's finally asked to back it up, there's nothing but crickets.
Turd. It almost looks appealing. Almost. Of course, it's still not appealing enough to generate profit, but I guess the WNBA is taking baby steps. I mean, what's one more year of multi-million-dollar losses? The best player in the league. She's the most valuable dump diver. A'ja Wilson is a huge star.
I mean, let's not sugarcoat it anymore. Angel got cooked on camera in high definition, and the best part, she did it to herself. If you're going to step up and talk spicy, you better be ready to face the fire. But instead, she ducked the smoke like falling bricks, and the whole world saw it.
And she ducked the guy and said, next question. So she doesn't want to take responsibility for her own words. Now, well, I've got to say it, we don't know this. Maybe she's actually got a PR firm now. Actual PR, public relations people that have told her, you're good. Hey, it's best when it comes to certain things outside of the actual game that's being played. Don't talk about it no more. And if she does, credit to her. She needed that before last.
What happened to They Tune In For Me Too? It all evaporated the moment someone dared to challenge Angel's fantasy. And the truth, it probably haunted her for the rest of the day. You could see it in her posture, that slouched body language, and her smile that instantly vanished as soon as she heard the question. Angel looked like someone who just got caught turning in homework that they didn't read.
If it's too hot, get the out the kitchen. If you can't take the heat, don't fly close to the sun, as they say. Or fly too close to the sun, you get.
And while she was spiraling internally, you just know that the rest of the WNBA media world was watching that clip like it was the latest Marvel trailer. Even her teammates probably had to look down at their phones to avoid making eye contact, because let's be honest, everyone knew the truth. No one tunes in to watch Angel Reese.
So if you haven't already, click the link in the description below, subscribe to the second channel. Headline at Sports Media Watch. Caitlin Clark attracts over 1 million viewers for WNBA preseason game. Let that sink in. Over 1 million viewers for a preseason.
People are tuning in to see Caitlin Clark drop logo threes and sling full-court passes like a magician with a basketball there. Tuning in to see sold-out arenas, standing ovations, and highlight reels that go viral before the commercial break ends.
Have been able to match the drawing power of Michael Jordan, just like no one in the WWE has been able to come anywhere remotely close to matching the drawing power of Austin and Rock. When you come across something this rare, you do everything in your power to maximize it. You don't share credit. You don't pretend that other people are responsible. Back in the 90s, no one was pretending that Reggie Miller was responsible for elevating the NBA. And if they...
That's right, Angel's still struggling to get 10 points in a preseason game. She's not the headline. She's the supporting actress in someone else's show.
Dodging the question has created something all over again. I'm seeing why they don't allow her to do post-game press conferences. Last year, she's very sensitive and rude when asked questions she don't like. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Angel Reese voluntarily went on a, quote, they're watching for me too, and I want y'all to realize that rant, because she wanted that attention.
When a reporter finally held a mirror up to her truth, Angel couldn't even pretend, because deep down she knows that she knows the hype is dying. The narrative is collapsing, and the woman she's been compared to all year, Caitlin Clark's, not just outplaying her, she's outshining her on every level.
And if they did, Reggie Miller would be the first to tell you that the credit should be given to Black Jesus. But for some reason, the dump divers in the WNBA, they want their share of the credit.
Let's look at the numbers, shall we? Caitlin Clark is already breaking viewership records, and ticket sales in the preseason her games are packed. From the Raptors to the nosebleed scalpers are charging Super Bowl prices to see her. Meanwhile, Angel's own homecoming game had more empty seats than a dentist's office at midnight.
It almost looks appealing, almost. Of course, it's still not appealing enough to generate profit, but I guess the WNBA is taking baby steps. I mean, what's one more year of multi-million-dollar losses? I thought Angel Reese was the star of stars, the icon of icons. That's what the mainstream media keeps telling me. Headline at Forbes from last month: how Angel Reese and A'ja Wilson are leading the WNBA's growth.
Angel's so-called fans, they are nowhere to be found. She could walk out mid-aim, and no one would notice until halftime. And honestly, this isn't even an exaggeration. At this point, these are just straight-up facts.
By the way, this arena holds roughly 10,000 fans, okay? It was at the Wintrust. You see that right there. 4,688 fans showed up to a game that Angel Reese is playing in.
Let's not forget how Angel's name even got on the map. It wasn't because she revolutionized the game. It wasn't because she was out here putting up triple-doubles or leading her team to a pro title. Nope, it was because she taunted Caitlin Clark in the NCAA finals, turned it into a drama show, and rode the media wave off Caitlin's back.
Angel Reese, in doing the things that she has done, let's face reality. She's going to be attached to Caitlin Clark to some degree. If Angel Reese had never waved her hand in her face when LSU was beating Iowa for in the Final Four of the national championship, if that hadn't happened, Angel Reese's name might not be as big.
That viral hand wave made Angel spring into the limelight, and she's been living off that moment ever since, like someone who tripped into fame and decided to stay there without doing any of the follow-up work. And now that curtain's being pulled back, the illusion is fading, and it's exposing something the real Hoopers already knew. Angel Reese is not Caitlin Clark.